Hello, YouTube.
Good night.
But yeah, we arrived in... place. Name. I don't remember. To hunt down a guy. Because he is kidnapping children. You miscredited the song? Oh. Well, there you go.
Time marches on, and the age of a new
Now
king
that's too
draws
loud.
nearer.
At least to me it is. Maybe the music's just quiet in that room. Dunno. Anyway.
It's gorgeous out.
Strange. Anyway. Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Here is everyone.
Let's hurry.
They all went to Ganta Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. Goblin Ken could be real in metaphor. Well, if he is, hopefully I haven't killed him. I kind of want to look all around first and foremost. I'm not handing any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents. You know the ones. I think reception should open again by tomorrow, but can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyway? Hello, what are you selling?
Hello there.
Care for some water? Oh my goodness. I already have 5 milk. That's not water, but I'll buy it. I can afford all 3. I don't care that I have no money.
Now then.
I have money again. Surely we will get more party members. That's the thing, is I'm scared to sell weapons because of all that. Creamy water? Alright. Hello, heart. Now you listen here. I'm saying this for your own good, alright? You never know when the kidnapper is gonna show up. So if you're gonna lie down, buy your eyes, man. Go somewhere safer. Even you wouldn't like getting kidnapped, I'll tell you that much. We still don't fully know what the heck is going on with that condition that some people seem to be having. It's probably something to do with Magla. Hello, are you gonna fly? You aren't gonna fly away. It's like a quail. That's probably the way out of the city.
What were the gods doing?
Or not. But that's chicken. Or a rooster, because of the tail. Hello.
You there!
Oi, your runner down there. Elder are riding on gauntlet runners these days, are they? Huh, never thought I'd see the like. Suppose that means you're the help that's come to town. You're gonna take that runner to the giant sandworm and to Heismay's. You'll get a hero's welcome if you take him down. There's weapons and armor for sale in town. I'll make good use of them.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. So this is how we get to the gauntlet runner. Did he put up a sign? A goat!
What were the gods doing? Now what am I to do?
Hang on just a minute, this is dangerous. Even a protagonist wouldn't survive that drop. I didn't really mean to walk
Now
to the
what am I
edge
to
of
do?
the open area. Candidate poster. Oh! Hello.
That sounds right.
What did that say again? Abolish taxes, it's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and for yourself. Sounds like something a merchant would come up with, but the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to people who can't work? Besides, if there were no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? It'd be every person for themselves. Pompous clergyman.
Closure.
The one taken recently was a friend of my daughter's, and she was so young. I'm afraid my daughter will be next. You must pray, for what else can we do? God shall provide.
Oi!
So are you all the ones Barden said were here to help, or what's your business here?
What?
We have business in Krigante Castle. Can we get there going this way? Castle, eh? In that case, you ought to take those stairs on the other side of town. Not that you can't get to the castle this way, but... well, it's just an unpopular little byway is all. In times like these, don't you agree it's safer to be where there's lots of people?
All good.
You're right. We shouldn't be taking any weird detours. Thanks. Actually, I'm gonna take a weird detour. You're gonna turn me around, aren't
Let's not.
you? Hey, if we roam too far, we'll end up lost. Let's stick around this area. But the shops are up there! Yeah, fine. Tell me what to do.
What is it? Ridiculous.
Martira, that's where we are.
What'll I do here?
Ah. I need some sort of weapon, otherwise I can't protect my family from kidnappers.
What'll it be?
I guarantee the quality of our weapons. Okay. We have no appraisals. I can't afford any of this, but it looks pretty cool. Might want to get my hands on some. Commanders. What in the heck? Must be a class we don't have yet. These are merchant. This looks like thief. Hunter? Because it's a bow, and it also says hunter's crossbow? Or would it just be called the archer? Would they be basic and call it an archer? That's a good question.
Can't be.
Armor.
What'll it be?
A customer. Well, if it's armor you're looking for, go ahead and take a look. Bad evade, but... like, really bad evade, but they have high defense. Endurance and agility. Those are good, but they're 40,000! Whee! Alright. I can't afford more than one, right? Oh, I can afford two. Okay.
Indeed.
There we go. And now I have no money again. Just give me a second.
What'll I do here?
I bet I get kidnapped next. Why are you saying that? Hello?
More people
Bloody
missing.
hell, we're supposed to just go about our lives when someone could strike from the shadows at any moment? We should just offer up some convicts or unwanted children. Say, you know any Elda no one would miss? I'm telling Barden. Oh, please don't. He's not the sort for jokes. He'd lecture me for days. But I'm worried, I tell you. Putting my foot in my mouth now and then. Can you blame me? That was that was just a horrible, horrible thing to say. Holy shit. Rich, poor, man, woman, hell, even child, it doesn't matter to them, they're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone, you've got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's downright spine-chilling, it is.
Whoa!
You're a new face. Oh, are you that helper lad I heard about? Didn't expect you to be an Elda. My tribe doesn't matter. Oh, well, I suppose you're right. Besides, I'm grateful to you slogged all the way out here in that massive gauntlet runner. Not that I doubt you or anything. If Barden appointed you, then you have my support, no exceptions. You'd think a kidnapper's scary, but this Heismay fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folk right off the street. You'd better be damn careful is all. Alright. I have no money, but I may as well check out what you're selling. 50, 100... revival, which I'm fine for. Might want to get some status stuff. I haven't had to use Ariadne's thread yet. I don't really plan to anytime soon, but we'll see. Oh, this side road, she's gonna turn me around, so I'm not gonna bother. Lena, for top performance, you need top mechanics. Visit Caden Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Hold on. Isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? She's just using the tournament to make sales, not because she wants the crown. Ugh, anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates? No, probably not. I'd like to see The Rock.
What if?
Because I want to get my Magla.
I see.
Crier said that stones had appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy.
Oh.
First is Forden, then second is Louise. The support they've earned is kinda overwhelming. Even after a human rampaged in front of the Grand Cathedral, Louise's following is strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular? Just goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Louise could very well end up king.
But
No, we've got to stop that from happening, at least. I'm sure Forden's going to be making a move, too. I hear a voice from someone. Thou who art destined to become king.
hands now.
To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Woo! That's a lot of Magla.
Yep.
It has been a couple of days. And now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it?
Oh, any one of them will do.
Now, how did I
Can't even
wind up
let my
here?
wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. The poor bairns are fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Barton as much, his face fell like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. Off to fight Heismay, are ya? Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet. Is he? The way they're gonna turn this around, I'm certain.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Barton has been waiting on tenterhooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not keep her waiting. Let us be about it. The castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting this city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagined this city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's alright. Let's go!
Aye. Yes.
Please come this way, then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heismay.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
That's not a
Tis
little
most
request.
kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress,
His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heismay? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
Yes.
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Let's take that side path that we were not recommended to go on. Maybe the secret to
We should
defeating
go.
the kidnapper is to get kidnapped. Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too. That's not a good idea. That should not be how we do that. That may be how we do that in this case, though. Sanctoress Joanna. Joanna Calendula, a rogue woman serving Martira. Although she is a sanctoress, she's more flexible than those in Grand Trad, in that she doesn't often impose strict doctrine onto others. She is grieved by the continued disappearances of her people, and is so concerned that she elected to use her own private funds instead of taxpayer money to place a higher bounty on Heismay. Sanctor and Sanctoress, a clerical title of sanctism, permitted to administer rites, ceremonies, blessings, and the like. The title of Sanctor is treated more like a broad certificate of religious qualification, and they are not explicitly required to work for the church. However, those in higher positions, starting from Sancturion and above, take on duties related to the parish and church's career clergy. Nydia. Characterized by their iridescent eyes and hair, members of the Nydia tribe lack the conspicuously notable features of other tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. Many have left their hometowns to make a living, some making a name for themselves as both compelling and strange figures. Colonies comprised wholly of the Nydia are rarely known to exist in any part of the kingdom, making them a mysterious tribe in some ways. Juna. Juna Cygnus, a beautiful Nydia songstress whose extraordinary voice is praised throughout the kingdom. She often appears at major yearly events held by the royal family and the crowned theocracy. She is also tremendously popular outside the kingdom. Her cohabitation with Luis leads many to suspect they are lovers, though in reality she's more of an adjutant. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, culture. Roast sandworm larva. Said to have origins in past extermination efforts against the giant sandworms threatening Martira's livestock, and thus threatening their main industry, dependent on animal husbandry. Some theorize the giant sandworms' increased aggression in recent years is because their young are being overhunted to make this dish. Oh no. Caden Workshop. A newly founded Yugif-based Gauntlet Runner workshop. Gauntlet Runners are primarily owned by the state and the wealthy, with most orders sent to trading companies owned by the Clamar or Resant tribes. Little care is given to quality or performance, only maintaining the status quo. However, the Caden Workshop has been working diligently to overcome this societal disadvantage by demonstrating their technological innovations and has gained positive attention in recent years. The workshop prides itself on the superiority of their component adjustment through high-precision percussion, a feat capable only by the Yugif with their ultra-sensitive hearing. That its successor, Lena Caden, has joined the tournament for the throne solely to promote the workshop without regard to the battle for the throne has become a point of discussion. Crigante Castle. Residence and castle of the Lady Martira, Sanctorus Joanna. Has a long history dating back to the Annex War. Unlike modern buildings, the castle was built with many secret passages in case of armed invasion. Even these days, the castle's staff occasionally stumbles across new hidden chambers and corridors. Giant Sandworm. The name for the biggest of the large annelids, popularly called sandworms, that dwell in the sandy environs between Grand Trad and Martira. Juvenile sandworms are sometimes hunted as delicacy ingredients, but the discovery of one particularly dangerous specimen causing travelers to lose their lives has made this difficult in recent times. There are whispers that it's not only its enormity that make it dangerous.
What is it?
Whoa, the kid's riding a sword! Thank you for noticing. Let's go this way! Oh. Hello, you weren't there before. Giant sandworm, why are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize. You really think I have anything to do with a dangerous bug like that? Me, the fruit seller?
Oh, hey!
What? Fine. They're really gonna make me go down that alleyway last, aren't they?
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey,
Oh, no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him wide berth. Wow, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. Okay, to the armor shop. Oh, hi, Stroll. Seems we missed the mark with our assumptions. I've spoken with the Guard Corps, but they know little and less.
What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Martirans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. Who may know more about them? I would like to know why you can't eat the parents, but that's not what we're looking for. I'm gonna afford to be distracted. What a silly things to say. They're the ones that eat us. Oh, that does remind me.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town.
nice!
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. Okay.
An elder candidate? No.
Questioning will do us little good with so few to question. What about you? Any leads to report? A merchant knows, maybe.
So it is possible.
Oh, fine work. I recall seeing a shopkeeper to myself thereabouts. Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes?
Giant sand worm? Sorry, young man, don't know a thing about it. What I do know about is the next few days worth of bad weather if you're interested. Stop by!
Whoa!
Bad weather. Think that might affect our travel at all? Once we've got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to a seer again. Would weather really do that?
More people. I can hardly think on it.
Ugh, this headache. I am well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey, I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
I can hardly...
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say. Where's the tavern? Yellow!
What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering so loud. You heard him whether you wanted to or not. Know where he is? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free, friend. How's 150 ream sound?
What?
You don't have that cash right now in case you forgot. Hang on, you telling me you came to save this town with sod all in your pocket? True hero you are, but oh dear, now I've gone and felt sorry for you. Blimey, I just can't help it. I'll tell you something. This kidnapping business is personal to me. I'll tell you the merchant spot, but this is a one-time only deal, understand? I was about to say, am I fucking trapped unless I sell something? Nope. Bypassed having to spend money by having none.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
All right!
Yes! Finally we got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant. Yeah, I know. I guess we never got the memorandum on them. Informant. Those who make their living gathering and selling information from their private networks, which includes secrets unobtainable through normal means, from information on dangerous labyrinths and monsters outside the city, to insider information from private organizations and scandals among the nobility. For those unable to travel, news from informants is more valuable than gold. An informant lives and dies by their sources, and they never reveal who they hear their information from. Except for the guy that just told me about this.
Can hardly think on it.
Hey,
Hey, is it true that you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How did you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right, to tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk, that was it. And then at the bar I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
no good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Oh, hello.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you.
You're an idiot.
I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heismay?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heismay might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heismay anyway. But you think you can handle him, aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
With this information, we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me, aye?
Why does he look so scared?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
I see.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms.
But what if I want to? What if I have chosen violence, Straw? What then?
We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
I guess we can do fun secondary stuff in the meantime, because, lol. If not...
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case.
It's a cannon.
Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Neuros' request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh. It's been a while since we were forced to say hi. What's up, Moore?
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
That thing in the Gauntlet Runner?
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
That's how we're able to go to the people who are in other towns.
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic.
Incredible.
I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
I bet Luis can't do this.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I really use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Morris, a young Clemmer soldier in Martira's Guard Corps, working as Barden's second-in-command. Unlike Barden, he did not trust Zabobi and the others, viewing them as bounty hunters from out of town. However, his attitude changed when he saw how diligently they were investigating. Eventually, he decided to give them an important clue about the sand flashes he'd been withholding. Fortune Teller, one who makes a living by forecasting the weather with high accuracy. As they use a staff that senses the flow of magla in the air, many end up being from the Mustari tribe. Knowing what the weather will be like is vital not only to farmers, but for travelers as well, as heading out into the wilds in inclement weather is often fatal. It is said that masters of the craft can use a divine relic to manipulate the flow of magla and bend the weather to their will. Sand Flash, an occasional weather phenomenon specific to the Martira region where sand containing magla crystals is picked up by strong winds. The magla crystals sparkle in the air, creating a striking and ethereal visual effect. However, the fine sand particles can cause pain to the eyes and body, so locals stay indoors during the phenomenon. Yet I'm not surprised. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
I'll focus on Martira as our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Whoa! Hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
And Martira
It's
we
Martira.
are.
We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brialhaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
I've never been there before.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the three great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So I could probably teleport to...
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
I mean, it's inside the Gauntlet Runner, so we would have still needed it, just not in the way that it was initially requested to be used for.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Subjugate Heismay. To capture Heismay, you must be well prepared. You can go stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2. Try to be well prepared for it. Going to other cities. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map on the map menu and select your desired destination. You can travel there using teleportation magic. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or meet with followers.
Oh, that's right.
Only 3 days till we depart.
So?
We're up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're as strong as we can get, too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at their recruitment center. I have several reportable requests. Teleportation magic. A magic of instantaneous transport, activated by a curious device installed in the Gauntlet Runner. When Zbobi imagines a place in his memory he wants to return to, the entire Gauntlet Runner can instantly travel there. An unusual magic that defies modern understanding. The odd device was installed at the Royal Palace's behest when Eurus was working on the initial design of the runner. Eurus only loosely understood the device as something related to magic, and its true function as a teleportation igniter was only revealed when Zbobi touched it. Okay.
Oh, what'll I do?
Ugh, I cannot believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? A fairy. Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt the down Heismay? You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we could maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by officials from the capital.
How did this happen?
Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Comero by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
But no one wants to go out with a kidnapper about, so I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they'd need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please save my job. Save the town. Of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's see, is 7,500 reeve enough of a reward? Leave it to me.
I'd so love your help.
Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I'll need it by July 11th if you could. Here, let me show you how to get to Comero, too. The merchants in Comero have got other rare goods besides eggs, too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot!
Nice! The pigeoneer in Martira asked us to buy a practical pigeon parcel in Comero, a village east of Martira, and bring it to him. Hey, I need to go there as well, anyway.
Whoa.
So this is Comero, huh?
That reminds me.
Isn't this the village Eurus was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go. Then let's do that.
Ooh.
So?
I only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright.
Now what am I to do?
Cattle Racket Road.
What is it?
Where are you going? This place... Yeah, that place is giving me a bad feeling. Let's head back. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna have to go that way eventually.
Hey, listen.
I guess it's
Hey
over
there,
then.
you wouldn't be heading on into that well now, would you? I've been hearing eerie cries coming from below. Makes me hair stand on end, it does. Stay away if you know what's good for you.
Hey, listen.
Well...
Excuse me?
Hey, Elda. Yeah, you Miss Elda. How do you prefer your Valmo? Roasted or stewed? Turn roast, I think. Nah, you joking? You have to have Valmo slow roasted, mister. All proper connoisseurs like Valmo stewed. You probably shouldn't tell anyone you like turnspit Valmo. They'll know you're not a connoisseur. Ah, that's right. I didn't mean to talk to you about Valmo, Mr. Elda. Are you interested in my special foods? Ta-da! Rock beans. You can cook some yummy dishes with these. I've also got the fragrant spice and the hero's fruit. I'm selling it to help me poor old ma. Come on, mister. Buy it. I don't have the money. Sorry.
Hey, mister.
Oh. Oi, Longshanks, how do you like your Valmo? Turn roasted or stewed? Turn roasted. Ha! I knew it! Grown-ups like turnspit Valmo. Don't you love watching it go round and round over the fire, giving off that mouth-watering aroma? You ought to tell that girl selling seeds over there that you prefer a good turn roast. Her palate's not so refined as us, pal! And hey, does my lord feel like making a purchase or two? My bugs are fresh from these parts. The town's dangerous, but without a trade, how's an urchin like me to pay for room or board, eh? You should be able to use these as bait when you're fishing, too! Never tried myself, but I bet I'd be a natural. I don't have the money, but thanks for letting me know that fishing is a thing in this game.
Let's not.
What? I can't give speeches?
Welcome.
Oh, Morricone meat. Okay, hold on. What's something that I don't need?
Now then.
A singular of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on my sword.
Can't be.
Okay. Man, there's a sale today, and I don't have money.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
Alright. I've got to get off patrol. I'm sorry, we'll be closed on July 2nd and July 4th. That's fine. Ads are about to start playing, so... I'll be back in a bit. With everything... Oh yeah, I already said that. Want to look at the bounty posters? I've got a bounty in Tradia Desert that needs a willing set of hands to take it on. Tradia Desert, or I don't know. One of those is south of Grand Trad, right? So how did you know that? The royal capital is pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
Good hunting to you.
Anyway, you can look up a list of bounties from across the country regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So fight your hardest and clear them all up. All right? Sure. Jawborn King, Forest Champion... Need to slay the man-eater Manjula in Tradia Desert, south of Grand Trad. The informant at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details.
Whoa!
10,000 reeve, that's good money!
What do you think of this?
This one caught your attention. It's a request to slay a man-eater Manjula that's said to appear in the desert south of Grand Trad. Even though it has the run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out the wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. Military short-handed, so this one's been difficult to manage. You still want the contract? I'll do it. Brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. Also, monsters aren't the only danger out there in the desert. If you're unlucky, you might run into a sandworm swarm. Steer clear if you do. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask an informant. That bunch just rubs me the wrong way,
Good hunting
though.
to you.
If you do somehow manage to slay the Manjula, bring back the Rampager tail as evidence. Good luck and try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
No deadline for these, which is good. Also,
Don't
take
go
this.
get yourself killed.
This is a bounty contract for the Gobborn King. An impressive name, if it wasn't only a Gobborn rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Gobborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows, as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey!
So, how about it? We do need funds for infiltrating Heismay's hideout. We'll do it. Excellent. In that case, the Gobborns are skulking in the Imp's Den northeast of Martira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding Gobborn keeps order within the horde. Take him out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. Bet you could get more information about the target from Martira's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate
Good
times.
hunting to you.
Bring me the Imp's loincloth once you've taken care of them. In exchange, you'll get your reward.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Let's see here.
So in the northeastern forest, here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
This place. Alright.
With the reward, we can better prepare for Heismay. Let's hurry and take care of these Gobborns. Okay.
What say you?
If you'd like to check the weather before traveling, speak with a fortune teller. They can forecast the region's weather for the next 2 days. I don't have the money.
Pop by again.
More
Actually,
people
wait.
missing.
Isn't that... Oh, hey!
I bet if you showed Maria that drawing Nearest made, it'd make her really happy. We made a promise, so maybe we should head back to the royal capital and visit the Hushed Honeybee sometime soon.
More people missing.
Press the wrong
What
button.
now?
I'm sorry. Also, companion? Oh yeah, you're just there.
More people missing.
But what about you?
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grius' dagger is missing!
It appears that Grius' memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him! I don't see him anywhere! Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Grius' memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on!
Hey, you! That guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went?
No.
I may. I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but, I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
It is. Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on. Not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? Consider it a kingly investment. With my overflowing imagination, I pitched some appealing ways one might benefit from having a future king in their debt. You, the future king? That's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler, or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more, and you want your item back, but I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves!
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these sorts are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then?
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
What should we do?
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
Oh.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
This guy's kind of an asshole, and I'm at my emotional tolerance limit, so you keep talking to him, I'm gonna stop. Alright,
Your
bye,
fairy
Gallica.
friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
I don't have that kind of free time.
I didn't mean to just select that. What were my options either?
Isn't it important to you? You're sure you don't want it back?
Oh my god.
Call me Cuculus. The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
No deadline. It's tough though, so we will hold off on that.
I implore you.
Even in your gauntlet runner, it's night's travel from Martira. A bit far, but commensurate with your compensation, don't you think?
This place.
I'll be waiting.
I should tell Gallica what happened. Alright.
Alright then. Where to?
Let's go.
Nothing left to do now.
Understood.
Now we're leaving Grand Trad? Okay, I guess I'll let the others
Wait!
know. Come to think of it, I don't know much about the desert ahead of us. Why don't we visit the informant first? Or just... oh, fine.
Alright then.
Let's go. And what is it you...
Can I sell some things?
Now then. Now then.
There, that should be enough.
Alright then.
Let's go.
I wanted to get Maria a drawing, but I don't see her anywhere. I should check with Fabian.
Oh, hey! Fancy a bit of him?
Lord of Tradia Desert.
Want in on this?
You've surely heard of that stretch of desert to the south of here. That's Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it.
Just between us.
They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Volmo and giant monstrous birds. Threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is the man-eater Manjula. Word is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. If you fight it, you should also be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to the cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You'd best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's about all I know. Unless you want to end up as another set of bones getting bleached by the desert sun, you'd better know when to run. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Hey!
I'm gonna start this!
You!
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be traveling about right now? Oh dear, did you plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay. So long as you're safe and sound. That's what's most important, isn't it? There's a reason I'm here. What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. What? You say you can now return to Grand Trad in an instant. Your gauntlet runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason to not believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off things. Maybe I should show Maria the Tree of Prophecy drawing that Eurus drew. Oh. You have pictures from your trip to give to Maria.
She'll love it.
That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. I gave it to Maria, and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Yay! Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I want to make Maria smile. With my overflowing tolerance, I was able to convey how dedicated I am to Maria and helping her with her loneliness.
You...
Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you'll be doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about your travels. Do I want to do this right now? You know what? Sure. I don't have... Well... No, I don't think I have time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Fabienne. So I have to talk to her to trigger that. Gotcha. Still, I needed to do that anyway.
The exhibition of the...
Why don't he just sod off?
What's a human?
Eat this a pickle.
Stop that at once!
What in the blazing?
People talking about me riding the sword.
What now?
Okay. Alright. Old Castletown Kidnapper. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I need to talk to that, and then I need to go to Camaro as well. Okay. So... we'll probably do... oh yeah, Gunner archetype. I don't have that yet. We'll see what happens there. So I'll do... I shouldn't have given that to the brawler.
Dreadful.
They really smashed each other to bits, didn't they?
Oh, they're
Talking nonsense. You
strong again.
Oh, thank you, indeed.
All right then.
Let's go fight the monster in the desert.
For the name.
Got a minute?
Oh, what pity. Unstinking believable.
Understood.
And then we'll do the Chimera ones.
This place.
It's gonna be full of monsters past here. Is this where you want to explore today?
Let's go.
How big is this area, though? Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a Manjula. Oh.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out. A good plan as any. So let us be about it. I think I currently have Blizz from one of them. Okay, making bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin.
We got this.
Right there.
On your toes, everyone.
Time for some close combat.
Such skill.
Forward!
Great job.
My archetype's abilities feel stronger.
There they are.
That was brilliant.
Right there.
We got on your toes, everyone.
Charging in. Forward!
Oh, right, we did it.
I see the enemy.
That was brilliant.
Oh, there's a treasure chest. So, these little dungeons still have treasure in them.
Right there. Charging in. I see the enemy.
That was brilliant.
Right there. Come on!
All right, we did it.
There they are.
Nice. You're gaining strength.
What now?
Alright, goodbye, brawler. I need to have the mage on right now anyway. Somebody needs to work on merchant eventually, but we need Blizz, which mine's rank 2, so it should. Okay. Okay, so that's how it is. That's fine by me.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
I see the enemy.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Thank you. So I want to fill out this map.
There they are. All right. How's that?
Feel the power coursing through me.
All right. That's
what now?
Healer done for her. Let's make her. I think it's her turn to be the brawler. Because he's currently Seeker. Which which ones do you have that you've not worked on? You've not worked on healer, merchant. Nobody's worked on merchant. Ah, maybe I should make her the merchant.
Merchant! Ah!
I see the enemy. Forward! Charging in! Forward! This battle's ours.
Right.
Let's go!
Make
Settle
the
this
first
quick! Take that!
move. Right on target.
Let's stay calm.
Nice one, Stroll.
Take this!
I also need to switch
And
front
that's
row and
that.
back row, I think.
Victory's ours.
Don't let your guard down.
What now?
It's party, right? Yes, I need to be back row, yes. I think merchant's the back row one again as well.
There they are. Let's push through! Come on! Cat!
I didn't really mean to target and attack the dogs, but that's fine.
Right there. Let's push through! Alright, how's that?
I think that's all of them.
You found
I
something.
see the enemy.
Let's take it with us.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone!
There they are.
Catch!
Skill.
Just fully exploring around.
Watch out! We've been spotted!
By what?
Right there.
A worm.
All right, we did it! Oh,
There they are.
Yes.
Charging in.
Very impressive.
I see the enemy. Let's push through.
Exemplary.
Very impressive.
Right there.
That was brilliant.
Who's coming this way?
I see the enemy.
Exemplary.
Alright, what's the map look like? There's this big empty space in the center. Good.
Right there. Alright, how's that? Let's push through.
I can feel the power coursing through me.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Gold beetle.
I see the enemy. Time for some close combat.
I knew you could do it.
Right there. Alright, how's that? Let's push through.
Okay, there's not many left.
I see the enemy. Come on!
Exemplary.
There they are. Let's push through.
All right, we did it!
I see the enemy. Alright,
I
how's
can
that?
feel my power growing.
Whoa.
Well, well.
Ooh. Okay, that's the map explored.
There they are. Charging in. Come on! Cat!
Look,
I'm sensing something huge, and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has really made it angry.
all right!
It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge! Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but for something like this to appear... No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and focused.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves.
me your aid! Something else. I shall vanquish evil. Be ready for anything.
Thanks.
Up my attack, please!
Freeze!
You hit their weakness!
Wealth made matches!
That's your opening, Captain!
No.
It ends! Now! Hindenburg got them right
Nothing
in the
ties a
spot.
traveler
Weak
down.
to... Huh? Wait, it's weak to...
They're totally fireproof! We better use something else.
Ah, okay.
Are you prepared?
Good knowledge.
I'll crush you!
You hit their weak point.
Let's
Keep
stay
it up,
calm.
Stroll.
Come forth, Royal Soul! No.
Mate!
Gibbliz is not good enough. It's a spread move. It'd be a waste of extra turns.
Audacity!
So heavy.
Okay.
Stroll! They got you with multiple ailments! Hulkenberg got them right in their
Now,
weak
what's
spot.
I call upon royal power within! Take that!
You hit their weak point.
I will
Keep it up,
fight with
Stroll.
pride. I won't hold back. Freeze!
You hit their weakness!
Is everyone all right?
That's your opening, Captain!
With blade in hand!
Sure.
They yet cling to
I
life.
shall fight
You've
as
got
the noble
several
I am.
ailments slowing you down.
Could do with this.
Let's take by this power.
Just heal. There we go. It's almost dead already.
Oh, Stroll!
Forgive me.
Someone get him back on his feet!
Is that all?
Captain's down! Someone, help him back up!
Wow.
From our provisions.
I can still fight.
This poison.
Hulkenberg's
Not
badly
so
wounded.
easily.
Someone, heal her! Stroll got knocked out!
Come
Can
forth,
anyone
Royal
get him back
Soul!
on his feet? You hit their weakness!
The toxins have
That's your
claimed
opening,
me.
Captain!
Just the thing.
I live to see another day.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Seeker!
She needs help!
You'll be dust!
There we go. Bone helm.
Good. 'Tis done.
Not bad at all.
I admit, it feels...
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Alright. Rampage or tail.
However,
That this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True. And while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized. For now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now. So, my name is hard to say, apparently, for me. Let's go report in it. Or I'm just struggling to speak words. That's also a possibility. That's enough for now. So, Bobby, let's go report in at the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Oh my god. Ugh. Leave it to us. Now then, shall we return to the entrance? Yeah.
In that case.
I don't need that much EXP.
Yeah.
We're almost level 20. That fight wasn't super great, but I did also do a silly and bring a merchant
Hey.
into a boss fight.
Okay then. Got it.
So let's leave. Oh right, it'll teleport us back over here. Fine by me. Back to the Martira Tavern.
All right.
We've taken down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. 'Tis a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people, too. Miss Bobby, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Nonetheless.
About that sand flash. Hardly seems like one is coming. Do you suppose it might turn for the worse on that day? The seers are rarely wrong, in my experience. Let us assume the weather will change as described.
Now then,
Well, suppose we ought to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We got a major bargain.
It's Idols Day, which means the stores have plenty of bargains. If you've had your eye on anything, today's the day. Hear a voice. Hearing followers' echoes. Having obtained the followers' echoes ability from Gallica, you'll now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense their voice, seek them out. Access the follower menu with left, or select a follower and travel to meet with them immediately.
Mister.
We'll have to say goodbye soon. The sadness will come back. Maria comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Darn it! Let me buy stuff first. Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty. That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Money!
All right.
Well done. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll have other contracts ready for you, so be sure to check back.
What'd you think of this?
That reminds me, it's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital is looking for someone who could take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be a pretty reeve, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing or two? The noble on Sun Lumio Street would have more details.
Oh, yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. We should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more. That's actually very interesting information. However, let me buy some stuff first. Armor, first and foremost.
Hey!
You be real?
Ooh.
What now?
You be real?
Good. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
And Silver Lance, which I have a lot of.
Now then. Now then.
You don't need
Now
the
then.
apprentice one.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to press
What
Y
now?
up in the menu. Okay.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
I'm out of ideas.
The informant's in here.
What do you want to know?
You've got a discount as well? Okay. King of Imp's done.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in the Gobborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Gobborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you've got business with the Gobborn King who runs the horde of them, you're gonna want to take out the Gobborns in black
He's
cloth.
the real skinny.
No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle. Can't even control it. What else? Ah, there's also a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They apparently weak to pierce attacks. You'd best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort. That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. I cannot afford the price of the abandoned tomb. Yeah.
He's the real skinny.
There's a town a bit east of here called Camaro. It's a nice quiet place famous for their carrier pigeons. They've got medicine and a bath salt called the Fleeting Fountain of Youth. They should sell Orgo sugar too. They also sell accessories with various effects when worn. Bet they're right useful to travelers like you. It's hardly a day's journey with a gauntlet runner. Why not pay the place a visit? Okay. The ingredients of Martira.
He's the real skinny.
There are shops of all sizes in Martira. You can buy Bedell meat and Morricone meat from the butcher, and a specialty item called Mellow Milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children sell rock beans or fragrant spice and such. There's a village not far off with Orgo sugar, and there was also a kid selling plant seeds over on Cattle Racket Road, though you can't eat those till you grow them. Martira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who'd be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. Okay.
Gone to shite, this has.
Alright then.
Let's go!
Let's try selling something. I need like 1,300.
Thank you.
Now then. Now then. Now then.
I'm already wearing the other one, so I don't need the second.
Alright then. Let's go.
What do you want to know? Oh, I bear good tidings.
If you've heard rumors about mountains of treasure, I think you'd best stay away. There's treasure there, sure, but it's home to some strange monster as well. The one that poses the real danger in there is the treasure monster. That said, I can only guess at what it looks like. Apparently they'll put you to sleep. You're in for a real bad time if they attack you while you're snoozing.
Here's the real skinny.
Rumor has it there are some accessories that can prevent falling asleep. They sell them at that dodgy Glomehall shop over in Grand Trad. Also, the beast is said to be drawn to money. Some witnesses claim they were able to escape it by tossing coin at it. Now, I've heard that somewhere out there are skills that use money. If you had some of those, the fight might go smoother.
Got a right gem for you.
Lastly, it's called a treasure monster for a reason, as it's said that it carries some particularly desirable loot with it. If you get a chance, you should try stealing from it. I don't have that, but thanks for the info. I'll be sure to utilize it. Let us... head to
What
the
were the
runner.
gods doing?
Embarking by Gauntlet Runner. To start traveling, visit the round table in the Gauntlet Runner. There you can view a map of the surrounding area and arrange your journey. Discuss plans with your allies as you decide where your travels will take you next.
About time, what? Now point us toward the fray.
Alright, I've been waiting. Ready to move out? Where to? Travel days. Be sure to check the weather and travel time before you depart. When heading to a distant dungeon, you may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling the next morning. The night after exploring a dungeon, you can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town.
Now then.
Now how far do I run her then?
There's a runner.
Oh, Major Candidate's Gauntlet Runner seems to be. Okay.
Need to pick up a few things?
That's where you want to go.
The old man that Nurse is looking for is there. Let's pay the place a visit for him. There's a reward involved. It could help us with our preparations against Heismay. Want to
It's
go?
your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
Great. Let's move
Okay,
out.
Here we go. Don't forget, stay alert until we get there.
The Gauntlet Runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
What to pick?
Let's finish our book.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
A giant cave with glass walls in the desert? That sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar? Well, whatever. What's it sound like to you? Sounds pretty.
Sure.
That would be a beautiful sight.
Right?
Yeah, I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight. Probably at night, too, sparkling in the moonlight. I feel like envisioning the scene with Gallica has improved my imagination.
All right.
Yippee! I know this new world is just fictional, but I'd want to visit it if it were a real place. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world is deepened.
All right.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the Gauntlet Runner stops gently.
Say,
This is the place. 'Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean, and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more could you ask for? In fact, gazing out at all this green, I find such peace. I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
Fine.
Stroll, please.
Come on!
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man with the relic that Nearest was looking for. Why didn't Nearest leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Who knows? Though I thought I heard him mutter, "Old goat's probably dead," or something like that.
Hey!
Excuse me, is there an old inventor living in this village? An inventor? Hold on, you don't mean that Ishkia codger with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. Sorry to say, but he passed away not too long ago, quite suddenly. You knew him, though, didn't you? If so, here, this is for you. Glass ornament.
Oh.
What is this? An igniter? I've never seen such a shape. Couldn't tell ya. Haven't the foggiest what happens in inventors' heads. He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place and our sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too. Ooh, a journal.
That's...
What in blazes is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this come from? No clue. Maybe Nearest knows.
This?
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. After I handed him what I got at the village, Nearest fell into silent inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands. Some sort of power affecting the air around it, trace amounts only, something, a reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here... Can't forget a masterpiece like this! I say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
We wanted to help.
We wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively chokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella... Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them. He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man. What's that?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters, see here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions.
I see.
Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
I gave Nearest the glass ornament and inventor's journal we obtained in Camaro.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations, too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics? Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal. I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so, please?
Leave it to me.
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciated. We're in this journey together, what?
I can feel Nearest's passion for relics, as well as his faith in me. Let's go! New archetype!
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I'm ready to kick my feet up, lad.
Let's go! I can sense the heroic embodiment of the gunner from Nearest. You can now study the gunner in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
This one's important.
Find Nearest's coveted relics. I don't know where they are, but I should look for clues in the notebook he keeps on a pillar in the engine room to help with my search.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers.
Ooh.
I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Ads are literally about to start playing. It seems like Galka can sense where the relics are. I should search the area if she brings it up. Galka will sometimes inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Make sure to keep an eye out for it when you're exploring inside.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
I left Nurse to be immersed in his work and returned to the village with Galka. As ever, 'tis a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's its charm, isn't it?
Okay, then.
Let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, weren't you asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel? I wonder if they sell that here. Oh wait, how much is it? Oh, cool.
Now then.
All right.
Darn it. Took a day to do this. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, then.
Oh, I see.
Huh.
I'm sorry, Maria. I abandoned you in your time of need. But I'll wait for these to play out. Alright. I just wanted to let the ads play out before I did anything major, because nothing interesting happened when they started. I was just oh my god, I'm losing frames. Dang, without fail, 9:30-ish is just the time where my frames go to die. Well, we'll at least hang out with Lydia. We should talk.
Now what am I to do?
You? Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. Have you come to work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately, keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in and out of here. You've no questions? Then get to it. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. It seems to have taken a liking to you.
But...
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. That's what's cute about her.
But...
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world.
Hopeless.
I've never liked this thing. Ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down. Head bleeding too. Probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's over.
It could have just given up and died. But it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. This poor little dog? You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt, and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought, and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. I can't imagine.
Really?
I'd have never guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing? Talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. Well, I'd like to hear more.
Why?
And what will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? No matter. While we're on these subjects, one word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell. A bog of endless muck. And if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you. And indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore...
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging magla obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you. Not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. That's pretty useful, thank you. I don't use it too much, but I use it enough.
No pain can stop me now.
Improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. More skills can now be inherited by the merchant lineage in Academia due to the effects of the Scion skill. The rate at the mag exchange has improved due to the effect of merchant's rate.
Even then.
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. So what does the throne mean to you, really?
You there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do?
Hold on.
I want to make my mark on this world. Well, you certainly do have a lot of eyes on you. That wasn't the best option, but it wasn't the worst one. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. Money! Thank you. And Magla. Not too
Time
much,
marches
but enough.
on, and the age of a new king
I
draws
missed
nearer.
hanging out with Maria, but I wanted to do the other thing, because I get the feeling stuff would be
Nonetheless.
wild. So, these sand flashes. Do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? Twould seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear, just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best we can. I I think I can buy a singular weapon.
All right.
We're departing tomorrow.
More people missing.
Hello.
Is that the practical pigeon parcel? Oh, you really got it for me. These are for you.
Stupendous.
Thank goodness. I'll put these into an incubator right away. A magic igniter will have them ready to hatch in a snap. Our requisitioned pigeons are being used to relay news about the tournament. I can't tell you how much of a pain in the arse it's been for our city. If we've got to have a new king, I hope there'll at least be somebody who will put a stop to these pushy nobles ruining our lives over their
You know,
whims.
you saved my ass.
Well, for the time being, these eggs should take care of our needs and then some. I really must thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Yippee! More magla, or money. More money! My popularity went up too!
Amazing!
Wow, you sure you're okay giving us that much?
Brilliant.
I insist. These pigeons are the lifeblood of the city. Everyone was very generous in pitching in.
Bye then.
If anything comes up again, you'll be the first person I look for.
Why, you?
Hey, we're happy to help, but we're not exactly an odd jobs agency. Unless the pay is good.
An elder candidate?
I guess I could try doing the...
No,
other bounty.
What'll it be?
I guarantee the quality of our weapons. Go ahead and take a look. Anything to appraise? No. Anything to sell? No. I can afford that. I'll buy it, just because. Anyway, man. I can't prioritize the thing from Cuculus, but let me... Actually, hold on.
Can't be.
What'll I do here? An elder candidate? No. Must have got wrong.
No, where was I?
Let's go to Academia so we can actually, like, talk to him and read all the stuff about the gunner.
Well.
I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them if you've a mind to show me?
I've been waiting.
It's pretty inexpensive.
Fascinating.
The gunner. This is the archetype you sensed from Neurus's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the trailblazer who uses technology and innovation to forge a path forward, in the name of the people it would serve and harm.
All right.
1,500 mag is required to channel the gunner for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a gunner. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to strive for victory even from a distance, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the gunner.
Really?
So this is the power of the gunner's soul. I should pierce through enemies at range. I will not avert my eyes, not from the fight and not from reality. The gunner type has awakened. You can now change archetypes with the main menu. Well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Thank you.
I found new power.
No, we're not going to equip it quite yet. Let's have everybody study it.
This, all right.
Because I have plenty of magma.
I'm counting.
Of course.
Yeah.
So this is the gunner's soul. No matter the distance, my aim will remain true. Does this make me what they call a sharpshooter? I won't fail you regardless.
Oh.
another hero's fruit.
A new power to wield.
Okay, we'll worry about skill inheritance in a moment. Right now, I just want
This
everybody
right
to
here,
have it.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see.
So this is the power of the gunner. Should an enemy enter my sights, I shall pierce it through. Leave the rear to me. Such support is a basic component of any unit.
Oh.
A new means of protection.
True to form.
I take it you've finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand to learn from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Yippee!
All right.
Even more hero's fruit and some imagination. Well, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yes.
So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely, it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remain buried. An intriguing theory.
What's that about?
All right.
Archetypes were forbidden by Sanctism to begin with. It is a mighty power, after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so. Especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. And so I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it. Stuck in this place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the hardest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you, you who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes, on transformation magic is complete and immaculate. Only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you.
Oh.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I will count on you as before, as a comrade in vision and in ambition. I can feel Moore's deep gratitude and trust. What is this rank?
He.
The scholar in search of utopia, Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Through thy shared bond, a new and heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
New power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
You are the key to escape.
Can now study the Magic Seeker. You can now study the Magic Seeker in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Now then.
Ah, this foreign thing, joy that courses through me. But you need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. The growth of a heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful to you.
This one's important.
Rank 15 Merchant. Whew, that's gonna take a minute.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you. I trust that you will fulfill your promise to me. I need Max Seeker. Looks cool. Chase support, Cyclo, Tarkaja, Dayama, Wind Dodge Cyclone, and Vitalja. Pretty cool. We'll hold off on that now, mostly because I can't do
This
anything.
place.
What now?
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Cool. I have so many. What the heck? Okay, so I have rank 4 warrior and nothing on gunner and merchant. I should probably have him be the healer. So I'll... Yeah, he hasn't worked on, like, anything. Neither has she, but he's got the most level 1 stuff. Well, I'm not gonna be using the mage against the goblins. So maybe I should try to get their mages to rank 10.
A new ability! A new power to wield.
To greater heights.
So they've all got the warrior rank 10, so I'll have him be warrior. Hold on.
With sword in hand, I cut a path.
Give him the knight's bracelet. Yeah. Oop.
What now?
I can't bring the healer. Do I max out his seeker and make him the gunner? I think I do. That. Well, that didn't really work out, but that's fine. It's fine. Get him closer so that way it can be maxed. Okay, the info on the gunner is over here. Let's read it. This looks like research documents about the gunner archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroic marksmen who found glory and inspiration in firearms. Their souls together form the power of the gunner. Among them, the adept who pierces many foes with one bolt, I dub the sniper, and the elite gunplay ace, I dub the dragoon. The gunner archetype is the master of attacking from the back row, possessing the unique ability to destroy enemies from afar. But power that requires specific circumstances or tactics to excel is less flexible in the end. The back row is its own limitation. Let no gunner forget this truth.
Exactly!
So this archetype has some powerful attacks from the back row, but it can't do much if it's in the front. That's, like, not even a downside, I'll be honest. It's pretty fine.
More people missing.
All right then.
So...
Where to?
Greetings.
I mean, there's no time limit on that.
What were the gods doing?
Oh, there's rank ups. There's a higher opportunity for Maria Hulkenberg and Stroll. But I wonder... Let me look real quick.
Well, what do you want to do?
Now then.
We'll face danger here.
Yeah,
'Tis something
I
bad,
think I'll
yes.
travel to the Imsten, and we can worry about the abandoned tomb later.
This
Should be
place.
fine.
What are we doing there again?
Let's see, this is the forest path with the bounty. Should be the leader of a band of goblins. So people aren't the only ones with pompous asses who lord over others. How sickening.
You would pursue peril.
Goblins can be a handful with a leader organizing them. We'd best deal with them now for the sake of the locals. It'd also be nice to add to our Heismay preparations fund.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally. Really cutting it close on time, are you sure? Let's go.
Great. Let's move out.
Here we go. Let's forget Sailor till we get there.
What to pick?
Okay, so I can up courage with straw. I could read, or I could do laundry and raise my MP. Let's up our courage. I think we do need to do that.
Right.
I still intend to meet Lord Hydron once we return. He may give us trouble, but I must do what I can for Rangif and my people. Stroll seems determined. I should talk to him again when we make it back to town. I just wish I could take action now. Sitting still is its own kind of hell. Sometimes it's best to clear your mind and focus on a single task. Want to hone our weapons? Yes. Honing my weapon may improve my focus during a fight and develop my courage. Yes.
So.
Right, let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. Not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I shared my plan. Let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? I want to travel.
So that means...
I think I'd want to travel.
Oh, I see.
To go where the wind takes you, I take it. That does sound nice. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters. Not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Louise. We'll fight for change.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Huh. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know. To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I waver sometimes. No. I do have moments where I waver. I suppose we all do. But you manage to keep a cool head when you do, unlike me. That's why you're our captain. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all this.
All right.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage.
Now then.
Yippee! Hey, rank 2. There we go. My eloquence sucks. We'll do something about that soon. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I spent some time with Stroll honing our weapons. And I got some Maglum.
You lot! Enemy attack!
Uh-oh! We've got some creepy flying insects buzzing about on the deck! Damn, can't they just bugger off? Anyway, we should deal with them before they get inside the runner and cause a real headache. 'Tis hardly the time for your attempts at humor. We should get to the deck and eliminate these pests with haste.
Is everyone prepared?
Would you mind not just barging in on us?
No holding back! Let me rethink this.
I will fight with... Let's go! The blade's edge! Let's keep this up!
Keep it up!
Going, Captain.
Fun! Worthy foe after
I shall
all.
fight as the noble I am. Seeker! The power of wind! The end's in sight!
It's okay. By this power. I'll cut through! Last one!
That's the
There's
spirit.
only one left.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. You're fine.
Hey, Captain! Rise and shine!
Now, what's the... Got you! They die hard!
So sleepy.
Captain, your attacks have been weakened.
No time to
More
rest,
enemies.
I see.
Brace yourselves.
I can't afford to hold back. Ah! You'll be dust!
I won't hold back!
Oh, man.
What? Let justice prevail!
No, it didn't crit.
There
Don't run
they
away,
go.
no! Sad.
Let's hurry on.
The Imp's Den, home to countless bandits over the years, has warranted the caution of all who lived near the steep, forested entry path. They warned their children of the dangers there. There are demons in those woods, they said. You mustn't go near. Perhaps the children's anxiety inadvertently roused something from its sleep. It is to that den, now befitting of its name, that the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
The thing is,
This forest is, really big. Searching every nook and cranny will be a huge pain.
Well,
Still, it's leagues better than some damp and dreary cave. Stuffy places like that always get me down. Indeed, and 'tis nice not to worry over attacks from the dark or being cornered in dead ends.
Just
That said, forests provide ample cover for stalking monsters. We must be on our guard along the path.
yep.
Yeah, and it seems like our Goblin King's using that cover now. Let's draw it out by knocking off these weaker magic-using goblins. Goblins that use magic wear black. That will easily distinguish which ones we must eliminate. The goblins are not our only problem, it seems. Look at all the bugs. Too bad we can't chase them off with some sort of incense.
well,
That could create its own problems. At any rate, we are here to hunt the goblin. We shall mine the insects as we make our way. I have so many memorandum.
What is it?
You lot bounty hunters, be careful ahead. The Goblin King's no joke. I tried taking out his little friends first, but then the Goblin King suddenly became stronger. You're gonna go fight it, don't let it be the last one standing. Okay. You'd think you'd want to take out the cronies first to focus on him, but that's not gonna work out like you think it might. Thank you for that information. Impston, a forested road near Martira. The dense foliage lends to poor visibility, making it a long-time favorite haunt for bandits. To protect their children, parents in the area warn them that goblin monsters, goblins, will eat them if they venture there. As the fairy tale spread, real monsters did appear, and even the bandits slowly diminished. Camaro, a small farming village southeast of Martira that enjoys stable weather throughout the year, allowing agriculture and carrier pigeon husbandry to thrive. Slightly beyond the capital's influence due to its remote location, the village has long-standing, deeply rooted religious views. People can freely choose their method of burial upon their death, including excarnation with a sky burial, and as a result, Camaro is often called a paradise for the dead. Travelers are struck by nostalgia at seeing its idyllic, pastoral sites as it attracts new residents by its unique burials. Bounty targets. Found in all 3 major cities, one will find a list of targets to be subjugated or captured here, and by doing so gain a reward. Most requests are made by the state army, which is often short on manpower, and potential targets range from monsters to people. The intelligence network of the state army allows information regarding bounties to be shared instantly among all recruitment centers. Ordinary citizens may also post bounties as long as they leave a deposit. Okay. Carrier pigeon. A method of delivering letters or parcels reliant on the bird's natural homing instincts. It has become standard to use pigeons to deliver urgent news, as pigeons are faster and cheaper than relying on traveling peddlers or merchants. Pigeons are most commonly used, but a variety of birds can be deployed depending on distance and speed required. It's not unheard of for a canny craftsman to accurately send a letter across the entire continent by infusing magic into the letter and employing a bird sensitive to magla. Cool. Well.
What now?
I am gonna save. That's what's now. And I will stop here, because it's almost 10 p.m., and I think I have to walk the dog, so. Oops. But we got a good 2.5 hours. I think it's good progress. Not too much, but good progress. Better than no progress. But yeah, goodbye, YouTube.